One room potentially sparking two COVID clusters.
The first patient that led to transmission and the second patient that led to transmission were both being managed in the same room.
The PA hospital, as of today, no longer accepting coronavirus patients as authorities investigate the latest link.
We think there could be a problem with that particular room or the environment around that room.
Today, one new case of community transmission in Queensland. A person who visited Black Hops Brewery in East Brisbane on March 20, already identified as a close contact of a positive case and in isolation.
Their first test was negative and now they have become infectious.
He's been in quarantine for his entire infectious period, so there is no risk here at all.
News too on the AstraZeneca vaccine and potential blood clotting side effects.
It is likely that the case reported yesterday is related to the vaccine.
A 44-year-old man now in a Melbourne hospital, admitted with blood clots days after receiving the jab.
I acknowledge that these reports lead to uncertainty and anxiety.
As investigations continue, so will the rollout. The vaccine hasn't been scientifically linked to blood clotting, but in the UK, 7 recipients have died from a rare clotting syndrome. 30 others reported clotting, with 22 reporting a blood clot in the brain. But in Australia, less than 6 in every 1,000 recipients have had an adverse reaction of any form, and only 1 has presented with clots.
One case in Australia is nowhere near enough to make any meaningful decisions.
A border decision today made by South Australia, reopening its doors to Queenslanders who don't need to quarantine.
But they will need to get tested on day 1, day 5 and day 13.
Testing times. The Chief Health Officer today announcing that all hospital staff that come to contact with COVID-positive patients must get tested every shift, a requirement that's already in place for hotel quarantine staff. It's been brought about by the fact that this missing link nurse has been identified. She, the one that unknowingly infected the Northside cluster because she was asymptomatic.